Hello and welcome to our meditation for today. So, I've given the title of this meditation, Setting the Cloudy Water of Your Mind, Letting It Settle and Become Clear. Our minds are like swirling glasses of water with mud in them, or waterfalls, or rushing rivers, many things that take the muck of our daily lives and things, and that makes it hard to see. We can't see through to the bottom of the water. We can't see through our way to what to do next. We can't even see through our minds when they're like that. But meditation invites us to pay attention to something apart from the things that are worrying us. In this case, we're going to pay attention to parts of the body. And when we do that, the mind can allow itself to settle. We can't make it settle, but like this beautiful lake here, if we just leave it alone and don't rush it with wind and rain and jumping in it and all that kind of stuff, then the mind, like the water, will become a little bit calmer. And when it's calmer, all the mud can settle to the bottom and it can become clear. So the way we're going to do this is just by paying a little bit less attention to the things that are normally in our minds and giving our attention to something else instead. The thing I'm going to invite you to give attention to are the senses of your body. Literally, how do you sense? How are you aware of different parts of your body? And there's no right way to experience this. There's no way you can get being you wrong. That's a really important thing. There's no way you can be wrong. So I'm going to invite you to pay attention to different parts of your body. You might notice different things. And that's okay, whatever it is. And your mind might wander off. That's also okay. But then when you've noticed that's happened, bring it back again. Give your mind a rest. Bring it back to these things instead. So finding yourself a comfortable position. I'm sitting up in a chair. You may be doing something completely different, but that's okay. Finding yourself that comfortable position. And just taking a few moments to just be aware of how you're sitting. Seeing if you're in a position that allows breathing to be natural and comfortable. If you're sitting, it would be helpful to be sitting a little bit upright, not tense upright, but just not slouched, because that allows breathing. I find that usually it helps if I'm sitting on a chair to make my legs settle uncrossed. But whatever seems comfortable to you that you can sit in for a reasonable amount of time. And then allowing your arms to find a comfortable place, perhaps allowing the hands to rest on each other somewhere in your lap. And allowing the eyes to either softly close or look downwards so that there's less to distract you. And just seeing if both sides are reasonably even and comfortable. Taking the time to adjust anything that needs adjusting. And then as we're going through things, if you find something particularly uncomfortable needs adjusting, that's okay. But otherwise, seeing if you can perhaps stay with however those sensations are. So inviting a curiosity but a kindness to them. That's an important aspect of meditation, a kindness towards what you experience, to how your mind is as you're experiencing it. And also a curiosity. Isn't that interesting, however that is? How interesting to find whatever I find. So now, giving your attention to your feet. Just noticing whatever it is about feet. Perhaps there's a sense of the contact with the floor. Perhaps you're unaware of the temperature. Different parts warm or cold. Maybe there's a sensation of whatever is covering the feet. Maybe shoes and socks, or a blanket, or the sense of the air. Or maybe there's something inside the feet, an awareness of the muscles, either tension or aches, or sometimes this strange tingliness becomes obvious as you're paying attention. Whatever you discover, whatever you can sense about feet. And sometimes there are areas that are blank. That's also okay. Isn't that interesting? So noticing perhaps across the bottoms of the feet, the soles, around the heels, arches, around the tops of the feet. Perhaps there's an awareness of one more than the other. Allowing that to be how it is. And moving the attention up towards the ankles. And up towards the lower legs. Around the calves and the shins. And upwards towards the knees. Perhaps an awareness of the backs of the knees, or inside the knees, or the surface of the outside. Perhaps it's skin you're aware of, the sensation of contact with the clothes. Or perhaps it's the muscles inside. And then upwards the upper legs. Probably the contact of the chair and the legs. The pressure between the two. Maybe the legs are in contact with each other. Perhaps the sense of the hands pressing on the legs. The temperature differences. Perhaps the clothes or whatever's in contact with them. And up around the bottom, also in contact with the chair. Allowing the muscles to let go a little, if that's possible, but not forcing anything, just seeing if that happens as you pay attention. Around the hips. And moving up towards the torso, the body. Around the front of the body, maybe the belly, tummy. Possibly there's an awareness of breathing. Might be very subtle, and certainly don't try to find it. If it's there, it might be there. And moving up through the lower back. rising upwards towards the middle of the back, the rib cage. Exploring around the shoulder blades, around the chest, up towards the shoulders, across the shoulders to the back of the neck. And seeing for a moment if all of those sensations of all of those parts of the body are still there. And then taking the attention down one of the arms, past the armpit, the upper arm. Probably noticing the contact with the body, the temperature of probable warmth, but maybe it's something else. Down to the elbow. Down the forearm, inside the forearm and the outside. Down to the wrist. Till you reach the hand, palm of the hand, and the back of the hand, the thumb, and then the fingers, the first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, all of the hand, all of that arm, and flowing the attention over to the other hand. Perhaps they're touching and in contact, or perhaps not. Noticing the other palm of the hand, the back of its hand, the thumb, fingers, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, all the fingers, the palm of the hand, all of the hand, moving up towards that wrist, up the lower arm, the inner lower arm, the outer, towards the elbow, moving up to the upper arm, and the armpit, contact with the body, to the upper shoulder, and across to the back of the neck. And from the back of the neck, the circle of the arms, both of the arms, down to both of the hands, from the back of the neck round and down. And the whole body. The ebb and flow of breathing. The ebb and flow of sensations. And flowing up through the back of the neck, around the head, the scalp, the back of the head. Flowing around the hairline, past the ears, around the forehead, the eyebrows, perhaps allowing the eye muscles to let go where they can. The eyes heavy in their sockets, open or closed. The muscles in the face, around the jawline, around the mouth. All of the face, all of the head. The sensations of head and face flowing in and out. However they are, they're coming and going. Widening to take in the head and also the arms and the body, the legs and the feet. The sensations of the body resting here in this moment.